Right now, let's talk about one of the measures announced by Rishi Sunak yesterday, and that is VAT to be scrapped for people wanting to make their homes more energy efficient. Yes, deep sighs on that. Tom Burke is co-founding director and chairman of E3G. They're an independent climate change think tank. Good morning to you, Tom.
Morning, Julia.
I have to say, I think an awful lot of people would have rather seen a scrapping of VAT on fuel duty, or a cut of VAT on fuel duty, rather than something on people making their homes more energy efficient. Doesn't really tackle the issue we're facing right now in the immediate future, does it?
No, you're absolutely right about that. It's the right idea. It's just 10 years too late to make a difference. When the green crap was in force with Mr. Cameron, we were insulating about 2.5 million houses a year. We're now down to about 20,000. And cutting the green crap has resulted in people being as exposed as they are.
Can I point out? I know you're quoting the then Prime Minister, David Cameron, and saying that, but can we not keep using that word? Because I'm sure there'll be some of my listeners who don't want to hear that language, if that's okay.
Okay. I'm very happy not to use it. I wish he hadn't used it in the first place. But the reality
was right,
is,
but
of course, for people, well, I think he's wrong, but there you go. The reality is that once upon a time, the government was helping people with their bills now by insulating their homes. We're about £2.5 billion more in our energy bills than we would have been if we carried on at that sort of rate. So you're exactly right. It's not the right thing now. And also, most of your commentators are right. There's nothing else. Reducing, for instance, VAT.
But this is it. I mean, making your home more energy efficient. I mean, someone having solar panels. You know, I'm in a conservation area. We're not allowed solar panels. I mean, also, you know, we've got a whole house. There are 9 flats. Well, who gets the benefit of that energy? Who's going to agree to spend that money? You can't insulate a lot of homes. There are a lot of properties that are built post-war. I'm sorry, the amount of work involved in refurbishing these homes. Where are people going to live while that work's going on? This is just pie in the sky stuff that looks really nice, and you get some very wealthy people who are doing up a new farmhouse they bought as their second home, and they take advantage of these things. It's not how ordinary people live.
Julia, I don't know where you live. You clearly live somewhere in London or like London properties for reasonably affluent people. Most people live in the kind of houses that were built with Parker Morris standards, which are nothing like the kind of house you described and aren't lived in by people who live at, you know, the elites you're describing. People who live in most houses live in houses that are the worst housing stock in Europe. That's most of our housing stock that of recent, and they're the people who are paying the bills. And they're the people we should be doing something to help with. And the Chancellor ducked that by not taking away the unearned profits from the oil companies and using it to help people pay their bills.
Okay, Tom, really appreciate it. Sorry we don't have longer. Tom Burke, co-founding director and chairman of E3G, an independent climate change think tank. Appreciate that. 9:41 is the time.